Hey everybody, and welcome back to It's Only Food with Chef John Politte. Today we're going to be showing you how to make a simple and easy cassoulet. Cue the music. Alright, well thanks a lot for joining us today. I appreciate you being here. Like I said, we're going to be making a simple, easy cassoulet. I've got all the ingredients right here in front of me. We are going to start out with 5 pieces of thick cut bacon sliced, 2 chicken thighs, bone and skin, 2 Italian sausages, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 large onion diced, 1 tablespoon of garlic minced, 1 can of diced tomatoes with the juice, 2 cans of navy beans with the brine, 1 bunch of fresh thyme, salt and pepper as we go along, 2 cups of panko breadcrumbs, and a little bit of chiffonade parsley. Kind of make it all pretty at the end. Alright, I got everything done. All we have to do is cook it. Set it over the stove. Alright, as you can see, we've got our mise en place with all of our ingredients lined up and ready to go. Even the cans have been opened. I got my utensils. Let's focus on our pot here and we'll start cooking. Alright, I've turned the pan on to a medium-high heat. I'm going to throw our sliced bacon in here. We're going to let this start to cook. Okay, we got some action going on here now. The bacon is cooking. This recipe will be in the description box below or in the first pinned comment, so don't forget to look for that. And we are going to pull this bacon out. I don't want it all the way cooked and crispy. I want to get it just to that point, and I want to fat the render off. So we're going to keep cooking this down a little bit more, and when it's time to pull it out of here, we will make a transition and be right back on it. Alright, well I was in the editing bay and realized that I had forgotten to hit the record button on the scene that you're supposed to be watching right now. For the scene that's going to happen after I'm done talking, it will just continue with what we were doing before I popped into view. But I'm going to explain to you what's supposed to be happening right now. I have taken the bacon out of the pan, left the oil and the butter in the bottom of the pan, and I've added the 2 chicken thighs that we've got skin side down, and the 2 sausages, and put those in there as well, and we're letting those cook to brown on both sides. And I think this is where we left off, so I'm going to let's transition right back into where you were when we were watching. Thanks. See ya. Alright, we have got a nice sear on all of this here, so I'm going to pull this out. Alright, next step. Now there's not too much fat. If it gets too fat and you're going to drown your onions, you don't want to do it. But this isn't that much fat. I did add a little olive oil too into the chicken because I wanted that to cook. But we're going to go ahead and put our onions and our garlic in there. And we're just going to saute this until it's fragrant and that onion gets translucent in there. Salt and pepper. Some of you are wondering what a cassoulet is. I got a brief one here. Cassoulet is a hearty, slow-simmered stew of sausage, confit, usually duck, pork, and white beans. It's one of the great hallmarks of French country cuisine. I know from the research I've done and some of the cooking I've done in the past is that a good confit takes about anywhere from 2 to 12 hours, depending on your ingredients, to cook. That's why we're going to do, and we're showing you, a real quick and easy one to do. That's why the Italian sausage is not raw sausage. The beans are canned, all that. So it's a quick and easy one. It's still going to be just as good because we've got a richness of depth of all these flavors. Alright, so I got the onions and the garlic sauteed off here. I'm going to add our tomatoes with the juice. Our beans with the brine. Oh, that looks beautiful already. Stir this up. Our cooked bacon is going to go in here. Along with the thyme and a little salt and pepper. I'm just gonna stir this up, not to disturb the time too much because we want to pull that out. We're just gonna bring this up to a nice boil, and then we're gonna hit it on simmer, add our other stuff to it. All right, now that we've got this up to temp and it's starting to bubble, I'm going to add our chicken back into the mix, and our sausages in there. And you want to just, I'm going to pull some of these out. We don't need all that in there. And then I want to just cover it back up. Actually, I want to bring this to a nice, I want to get it boiling. I want to have a ring of bubbles in here so I know it's cooking. Get this out of the way, clean up our mess while we're waiting for that. And we can make our breadcrumbs while we're waiting for that. We can wide out here a little bit. You got our bowl with our breadcrumbs in there. We're just going to add the remainder of our olive oil. Anyway, you just mix the olive oil right in there with those panko breadcrumbs. And that's going to be our topping for when we get done with all this. Ready to go. Set that right there. Rest of our salt and pepper in there. Give it one more stir. Basically just going to leave this alone for 25 minutes. I'm going to put the lid back on, let it vent just a little bit. And we're going to come back in about 25-30 minutes and we're going to check to see that that chicken is done, and we'll figure it out. All right, we are at 25 minutes. We are at temp with the chicken and the sausage, even though the sausage was pre-cooked. I know. Everything looks good. This smells incredible, by the way. I'll take this bay leaf. I'll take that thyme sprig out of there. So I'm going to turn this off. Now, usually a cassoulet, you take the breadcrumbs, put it over the top of everything, and put this whole pot into the oven so it browns up. I don't have a broiler per se in my oven. It is on the bottom. So I'm going to take these dishes here, you back out, and I'm going to take one of the links, one of the chicken, and some of this stew that's in there with the beans and the bacon and tomatoes. And I'm just going to cover all this up, and I'm going to put a generous amount of these breadcrumbs that we did up right on top of there, and I'm going to put it on a sheet tray over here. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Don't got a lot of room in this one though, but we can still do it. Up, a little thyme. Breadcrumbs on there. I got some bread on the sheet tray as well. We're going to throw that in the oven, brown it off hopefully the best we can. I got it on broil, but the oven will be hot, but we got that oil in the breadcrumbs. That should help get those breadcrumbs to brown up. Then we're going to take it over there, do a photo shoot when it's all done, and we're going to come back and taste it, so do not go away. Let's give this a try. Start off with some of that sausage. I was stirring, I was wondering why they said Italian sausage when it's a French dish. Now I know why. I love Italian sausage. That was really good. We got our chicken, as you can see, Very tender. Very, very tender. Falls right off the bone. Get some of the beans in the mixture. Very hot. Very, very hot. Smells are really good. Those beans just melt, and the flavor is like butter, just butter. Go ahead and get some of this crispy bread in here and see what this juice tastes like too. Wow, the broth is very good, very good. Very, very good. I can't even describe it. It's like eating chicken stock. This is my dinner. This one's for you guys. A simple, easy cassoulet. Very delicious. Only took about 2 hours to make from start to finish. The recipe is down in the description box or in the first pinned comment. Do me a favor, make this for yourself. You will enjoy it. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul kitchen. Now what you fixing up? Good food, soul food, come and pick it up. These rappers don't listen, well let me show them something. You hear that beat bumping, bumping from the soul.